Hello everyone. It's me, Nightmare That name is long gone now. I need to keep this name, not the name I used to have like the old. What's up, dudes? It's me, Shadowness 3.0. Welcome to my channel to reacting videos. So today we're not gonna react to some other random scary VHS videos today. We're gonna watch one video and it's 13 minutes. So we're gonna watch this video called Five Nights of Candy City AU Story Express. Story Expressed Splendid Chapter 212 the 20 Tales of Candies, Burgers and Fries. Now this is I reacted to months ago, and a dude commented on my video, said he loved the video I reacted. So today we're going to react this one. He uploaded this. Hold on. I think it's like he uploaded this video with. It's okay. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, he uploaded this video 1 month ago. Yeah, 1 month ago, February 2023. So I'm gonna watch this video today. I have been reacting one time. Well, mostly, yeah. Well, anyway, let's just go to next. Not next. Let's just play the video. I'm gonna play the video in 3, 2, 1, go. Chapter 9, a plan set in motion.
Vinny knew that eventually Mary would have to come back to face her demons. The night time was the only time Vinny could try and get his revenge. See, the souls of the kids could never control the animatronics during the daytime hours, but during the night, they had full control over the robots. Before they knew it, they woke up within the suits. The souls were confused, scared, angry. They didn't know what was going on. But Vinny came to them, and being the master manipulator and puppeteer he was, told them this story. He told them that the woman named Mary Rose had killed them in cold blood, that she was their murderer, and that the only way to get set free was to kill her back. The souls were so angry and confused that they didn't even question it and took it at face value. Even Connor and Blake, who weren't even murdered by her. Being able to have control strictly at night, specifically to 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., they targeted the only person who would be there, the night guard. The restaurant went about a week in before the first night guard came into the picture. That being Marla Rose, Mary's sister. She applied to be the night guard and was quickly accepted. The animatronics were ready for whoever came through that door. If Vinny was right, it had to be Mary. Marla would only work 3 nights in the night shift, however, as she would be bombarded with animatronics, trying to kill her. She was beyond confused and terribly scared. Why were they acting this way? It got so bad that she even brought a wrench on her 3rd night. She would plead with the manager, Leonard, to go with her, but he refused, thinking that she was just way too paranoid. She does have a major anxiety disorder, after all, so he never really thought much of it. Anyways, on her last night, she managed to damage Candy and Penguin and severely damage Blank, who tried to break through the glass. In the middle of the night, she immediately ran home, and the next day, put her transfer to the day shift. She got into some major trouble, but Leonard just let her off with a warning. His reason? It was just too early to fire anyone in Candy's early opening. But everyone knew what the real reason was. He may have had a little crush on her, but he denies it. Whatever she stayed on the day shift, and Candy's went on.
Chapter 10. Mary time.
A lot has happened since we last saw Mary at 10 years old. She grew up, she went to school, and met a man named Mike Schmidt, who would she grow a close bond to, date, and quickly marry in 1986.
Wow,
Mary would take her husband's name, and her name was changed from Mary Rose to Mary Schmidt. Being such a young couple, they got a small-sized apartment together and started looking for work to pay rent. Mary would get the news one day and see that the new Candy's Burgers and Fries was hiring a night guard. She thought, perfect. She was already the best for the job. She would often stay up during the evenings and nights and had experience in other places, and so she headed down for an interview, where she ran into her sister. Marla warned and pleaded she'd not take the night shift, telling her about her 3 nights there, but Mary did not believe her. Marla would always try to scare her and prank her, and with her anxiety on top of that, she just thought it was another attempt at scaring her. She would get the interview and get the job for the night shift. And the next night, she would start her week. This was it. Vinny finally got her back, and the ex went on the prowl once again. And this time, he was determined that they would get her. Over Mary's week in the office, she would fight off the angry animatronics. They got ever more aggressive as the night went on. But on night 5, the rat would finally come out to take his revenge on the one that damned him and his best friend. He talked to her, and Mary remembered him. It was Roger from the Rat and Cat Theater, and that shadowy monster from her traumatic childhood nightmares. She tried to explain it, that it wasn't her fault, and that he was just upset, but the rat wasn't going to play by the book. He was just too angry, and got into a physical fight with her. Mary used at her disposal, her flashlight, her pocket knife, anything to fight back, and it was close. The rat managed to scratch her arm deep and hard, leaving her defenseless in the hall, where Candy, Cindy, and Chester would find her. But, to her luck, the 6 a.m. chime came, and the animatronic shut down, no longer controlled by the spirits now that it was officially the day shift. Mary ran out. She immediately went to the hospital, called Mike, and got her arm stitched and bandaged up. She wondered if she should go back for her last night. She needed to get a paycheck, but she could also lose her life. However, she was determined to make it one more night and get her paycheck to pay rent and some wedding bills. She just had to do it. So she went back. To her surprise, no one was moving. It was such a quiet night that she actually fell asleep. But when she did, she was introduced to a twisted, purple world. It was Candy's, but everything was tinted purple, and there was tons of wires around the place. She was beyond confused and turned on the cameras only to be greeted to a shadowy figure, the Shadow Candy. Mary tried to talk to the shadow, but it wasn't responding. It was attacking. Her last night was a one-on-one fight with the Shadow Candy, who was a very clever fighter. However, she made it to 6 a.m., where then the place went dark. A spotlight came on to show it was the Origami Cat, her guide to the dreamscape all those years ago. The Origami Cat finally introduced herself as Sheila Rose, Mary's mother. Mary was shocked. She didn't believe it, but the Origami Cat showed her it was true. She manifested herself into her ghost form. It was indeed her mother. She explained that the Shadow Candy was her dark manifestation of herself. Her anger, her confusion, fused into one entity. This is why she tried to attack Mary. She couldn't control the animal within the 12 to 6 rule of the ghosts leading the robots. Mary was confused but understood. She was just so happy to see her mom again after so long. Sheila proclaimed that she would always be with her in the form of the Origami Cat. It is her safe place, and safe from the Shadow Candy. Mary was very happy to see that she was okay. She asked her to come home with her, but Sheila declined. She explained to Mary that Candy's Burgers and Fries was a very special place, and that she needed to stay to make sure things were, quote, going to plan. Mary didn't quite understand, but she accepted. She said her last goodbye to her mom before waking up, now 8 a.m.
a.m. Chapter 11, the golden era of Candy.
Mary would quickly take a day shift job where she would be close to her sister and her mother's spirit. She would make friends with Leonard, the manager, and even make friends with the animatronics themselves. She worked a full-time gig, so she would be there from opening to closing, with plenty of time to hang with her friends. the manager, and the animatronics, of course. Speaking of Marla, she would go on to develop a romantic relationship with the manager, Leonard. Working together all the time with so much more time together, they simply gained a strong bond. Mary, Marla, and Leonard worked at Candy's until 1989, when new management and rebranding would come, and they would be let go by the owner. Lots of other things would also happen within this time. 2 of the 3 penguin bots would leaving the female penguin as the only penguin bot functional. The rat would occasionally try to lure unsuspecting children in nab, but ultimately never worked. The building also went through heavy restyling, from everything to the walls, floors, toys, arcades, and even some of the animatronics. In 1990, Candy and Cindy would get new shells to fit the new, rebranded, and upgraded software, becoming new Candy and new Cindy. Even the penguin got upgraded software. This ushered in a new age for Candies, as well as the inevitable fall yet to come.
It's shut down, isn't it? 12. Candy's Last Stand.
1990 to 1993. Oh boy. Vinny was even more angry and tortured. With Mary no longer being at the restaurant and moved on, he wouldn't be able to enact his revenge. But that didn't stop him from manipulating the souls even more to his will. New night guards came and went, and they would continue to attack and fight them, but to no avail. Sheila knew that this couldn't go on. Her duty now was to get all the souls together into one place, so it could finally end. But without Charles's soul at Candy's, it couldn't end properly. The only way she could get them all together is if the restaurant would be shut down and the robots shipped back to the place they were built. So, she started her game plan. She first lured away Chester by tempting him with the backroom key. He would open it and be greeted by an angry rat, dismantling him on the spot. However, the penguin would find the parts of him and put him back together. Sadly, though, he wouldn't be put back on any stage. This drove down sales for the restaurant, but it wasn't enough to get it closed. She would then try to tempt Blank, leaving out kids' drawings for him to find, in which he would find on off days, not open days. She wanted it to be on open days so that maybe haywire animatronics would be enough, but it still wasn't. She would become so desperate that she would even steal and hide away Candy's iconic tie, but Cindy would find it for him. This strange behavior led staff to believe that the robots were becoming unstable, and the night shift reports weren't any better. This was it. Her time to push it over the edge. In August of 1993, Shadow Candy would put voices in the rat's head to go and attack the current night guard and kill him. The rat was overcome by it, and one night, he headed to the office and mauled the night guard to death. The following morning, Candy would be led by the Shadow Candy and find the horror in the office. He would be then led to the back room, before the technician and 2 officers would come busting in and discharge him, along with the rest of the robots. Authorities and the general public believed that the robots were just too dangerous, and in the same day, Candy's had officially closed. Jaden knew her time was up. Too many rumors, too many tragedies, and admitted defeat. She would dispatch the company, and Candy's was officially closed forever. In the following months, the robots would be sent back to the Robotics Corp, the factory they were built in and the kids were killed in. Being heavily connected to Candy's, the factory had also closed down, leaving the place abandoned for 14 years. In that time, the robots withered away, breaking down. The souls believed that they would never get set free, and Vinny knew that if he would get his revenge or not. Nevertheless, he continued to manipulate the souls. All of them. The rat, Richard, and the cat, Charles, reunited and were happy to see each other again, but were still very angry, still believing all those years it was Mary who screwed them over, and that's what it would be. However, 2007 would come along, the year that would change nearly everything, when Marilyn would come into play. Oh boy, so I'm terribly sorry for the wait on this one. What was it? 8 months, I'm pretty sure? I have no idea why this video took so long to make. But it's here now, and the final part of the FNACITY AU story explained will be released within the month. You won't have to wait like 8 months, I promise it'll be released. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to be tuned in for the final part of the Explained series. Thank you. Have a good day.
No. All right, you guys, I guess that was it. This video is 13 minutes long, and he said he was going to make a final part. So it's been literally 2 months. It's been months since I watched his other one. So I'll wait for that one. So yeah. All right, you guys. Hope you all enjoy this video in this live stream here. Make sure you click that subscribe button and click that notification bell. And don't worry. And we're gonna react something else. And don't worry, I have found a video y'all sort of like, because I already made a thumbnail yesterday and everything. So yeah, I'm just end this here. This is Shadowness 3.0, and I'll talk to you all later.